People are gonna look at this video and think I'm like actually insane, like delusional. Don't make fun of me. Lily Bloom who? Aesthetic floral. Angelica, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button and join the #Angel family because you're gonna be in for one hell of a ride this year. Honestly, I feel like since the fall has arrived, I feel like I am in my introvert era a little bit. A lot of y'all that know me at this point know that I'm like maybe half introvert and then also extrovert depending on like the events, the travel, all that stuff. Like I love to spend time with the people that I'm like really close to. Since the weather is quite gloomy, I just feel more to myself and there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to be able to slip in a phase where I'm like Washington, depressed, no sun, bunch of rain, cloudy, it's dry outside, eczema flare-ups tend to happen more, and hence, you know, the lotion that I was putting on, I think it was Eucerin. This cream, guys, saves my life with eczema. This also healed my sister when she was younger. I recently saw my doctor and talked to her about this because don't know why fall and winter, it flares up so much to the point where, you know, it's very not really motivating in a way where I want to dress up, you know, I want to go out and do all the things. Like it looks like an old age hand because it flares up and it's like everywhere. It's weird. Like right now my hands are not bad actually because I've kind of been like really good at it. Today's video, you're gonna be seeing me basically honestly at home. We're gonna be making spaghetti for lunch. We're gonna be deep cleaning different areas of my house, setting goals and intention. I honestly have been in a rut with the gym lately, a very love and hate relationship going on. So I go to the gym once or twice a week versus 3 times a week. I gotta work on myself. Laundry, face mask, chilling with the dogs, etc. Now that we went over everything that you're gonna be seeing today, let's make some lunch, some spaghetti. Not gonna lie, my motivation with cooking, I haven't cooked in 2 weeks. And you're probably thinking, how do you eat? I would go to the restaurants and then on top of that, I would go to my parents' house every single weekend. So I would like spend 2 nights and 3 days there and we would always bring leftovers. My boyfriend cooks about twice a week. Well, I guess during the time being that I wasn't cooking. I don't know, I just felt very unmotivated. And then also sharing a car is really hard because when I wanna go grocery shopping, I wanna cook dinner and all that stuff, like I can't really do it unless it's like during the daytime, but sometimes during the daytime, I have appointments, I have work, meetings, etc. So it's just, I honestly feel like if I had a house, I would be dedicated and so much more motivated to cooking, cleaning even more, and baking. All right, look at this. Let's try it. When you hear the smacks, that's when you know it's good, y'all. Currently, we're waiting on my boiled potato. Slather it with butter, salt, pepper, one side, because I cut it in, you know, in half. One side I put paprika on it, so then the other side, it's like, I don't know, I could like have both, a best of both worlds. And then on top of that, I put a lot of mozzarella cheese. I cover it with saran wrap, let it sit for about 5 to 8 minutes, and then it kind of heats up on its own, you know, with the heat wrapped up while the potato is like crushed like this together. Boiled potato is much more healthier than fried. I'm gonna be eating that. I'm gonna let my boyfriend try some. It is a small potato though. I don't know why the bag that I showed you guys was super small, like each potato was small, but I got a decent size, so we're gonna definitely try that. Now that we have our spaghetti, we're probably gonna be chilling and watching some TV, and I will catch you guys in the next clip. Okay, now that I did the dishes, I love the sight of nothing in the actual sink. I don't know about you, but I was kind of born and raised of like living in a big family home and there was a bunch of dishes all the time. I hated it. My siblings and I would be assigned dishes days, and like it's very interesting seeing how like everyone's kind of different. Me, I would wash the dishes multiple times in a day just because I'm very OCD about it being all clear, all squeaky clean, you know what I mean? And nothing is in there. The kitchen just looks so much more nicer versus having the dishes all piled up at the very end of the night. And then it's like, oh my gosh, not only does it like reek, it gives little space to even wash the dishes in the first place. It's more time consuming and it just looks ugly. That's just me, okay? I don't know if y'all can relate. Maybe it's because I'm my OCD-ness. Next up, after I usually do the dishes, I like to Lysol the countertops, make sure everything's also clean because after I wash dishes, it is quite messy with all the water everywhere and there's like some soap spots. So this entire kitchen needs to be clean, so let's get straight to it. Actual transformation, it was so disgusting. Gritty things everywhere. There was crumbs, there was stains from spaghetti sauce that I literally was cleaning. I need to do this more often, guys, because this is a confession. I don't clean up around the back of the tiles a lot. Don't hate me. I know some of y'all are guilty doing that too. So I usually just like hang this under here, but sometimes, not gonna lie, my dog ends up like biting it down, which is kind of annoying. So I kind of like, sometimes I'll leave it here, sometimes I'll like put it up here. I actually use Lysol religiously, but I ended up deep cleaning my entire sink with a certain disinfectant spray. There was really bad staining behind the wall. It's a little bit stained. I don't know if you guys can see the lines of it, but it's because of the air fryer. I didn't even know. But sometimes if it gets too close, it ends up staining something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is like, needs to be not super close, like back to back. Could do some work, not gonna lie. But I did disinfect it all along. It just has like some stains that was like, it just won't come off. Organized everything is. This has to be returned, so don't even like mind that. But everything else is where it's supposed to be. And wow, amazing. Now, believe it or not, a few days ago, I actually deep cleaned the entire restroom just because I was sick and tired of just everything not being spotless. And I think the bathroom, honestly, in my opinion, is just so unsanitary versus all the other areas of the apartment. I already disinfected everything, but let's disinfect at least some of the surfaces again and just do like a whole weekly reset of this type of cleanup routine that I usually have going on here. Now that I did the whole living room, the whole bathroom space, obviously there's a mess in my room. So we gotta take care of that, y'all. Do you see this whole pile of clothes here? So I actually filmed a sponsorship dealing with some kind of clothing haul, and it was a few days ago. And before I left to go to my parents, I kind of left it here because I was like in a rush. So, don't know how I'm gonna fit this in that small tiny closet right there, especially when it's like thick fall clothing. Let's fold all of these, let's hang all of these and get this out of the way because I do want to put this entire blanket in the wash since our dog, the May Dachshund, he usually sleeps in the crate, but he likes to be up here with us, not inside the bed, but just like on top, you know? So I like to kind of routinely change this out. Hello, welcome back to the next step to the monthly reset. So usually I like to touch up on some goals, some good intentions, motivations, like a refresher to add new things to the list. That way I'm kind of keeping track on the monthly goals that I, want to be able to achieve. It doesn't even have to be like 5 new goals every single month. Like even if you have some of your routine-based goals every month, like if you were to add like 1 new goal, it's a great intro to make you more inclined to do more, if that makes sense. The It Ends With Us journal, don't make fun of me. Lily Bloom who? Aesthetic floral. I think I should just write my monthly goals in these things. That way I'm like, okay, I'm actually physically writing everything down and I'm kind of low-key manifesting what I want to happen. If you don't have a journal, you could just honestly use a piece of paper or even a large sticky note that you can just put near your computer. Like I have this, for example, but I use these for more of like to-do lists on the daily. Eventually I want to be able to move out the apartment, and to do so, I feel like I have to budget myself, and that is one thing I'm not good at. I had a really bad spending habit with luxury related items. I would go shopping almost every month on jewelry, handbags, all the above, okay? And it's just like not worth your money in my opinion. I just feel like it's like a system that tricks you into like thinking that you're rich just because you spend on that, but it's like, in reality, like, are you really rich if you, I don't even know. I don't need to have every trending bag, all the jewelry. I do not need a whole set clothes from Chanel. In my opinion, don't need that. I believe it's a waste of money only because you can build your wealth putting your money into something else, well, that gives you, it's like an investment, you know what I mean? Yes, there are some pieces from Chanel that eventually within time you can get, you know, profit or money from, but in my opinion, how much does it really give you versus if you were to put a large amount of cash into like an investment property or like, I don't know, something like that, you know, or in a business or whatever. For people who are into stocks even, I don't know. I'm not into that. I don't even understand that fully, but do you get what I mean? It's like you will be able to get so much more money, like 10,000 times faster than just waiting until you're like 50 to sell that Chanel bag that you have. Month by month, whatever I'm earning back through social media, how much am I gonna save? Like a percentage wise, you know? That's one thing that I never did in the past. I think all I did was like, okay, I'm just gonna like take like a couple thousand from here, pay off my credit card and the rest, put the rest of my savings, but I need a little bit in my checking. Like it was never organized. Ads and sponsorship money, my first year, I spent it all. Like it was insane. I was living in my parents' basement. I didn't have to pay jack because I was living rent-free, food-free. I was like living life, traveling, buying luxury things. That was what all my money was going towards. And to think that I could have saved money to even live in a house sooner blows my mind. Actually, my parents told me to do that, but then I just totally disregarded them because I was like, I'm so young. I want to be spontaneous. I want to fly places. I want to live while I'm young, you know, live, laugh, love life. Live, laugh, love life when you are financially stable, financially abundant, and financially happy. Of course, you can do those things, but with a budget still. You know, I don't have to travel every single month. I don't have to do that. It's not a necessity. I can travel once a season or like twice a year, you know what I mean? Like doing that will probably put you on such a straighter path of saving, reaching towards your goals faster in life as an adult. That's me. Health and wellness is what I struggle with the most, only because I barely work out now that it is fall, aka it rains a lot. It's so muggy, it's cold, it's dry. Washington is no joke, y'all, when I say this. If y'all live in Washington, you know what I'm talking about, because during the summertime, I worked out 4 times a week. And now it's like once or twice a week. I need to get back in my game. This is terrible. I don't know how to get out of this rut. I've been trying to, and it's just so hard to like pick yourself up because there's some days that's raining and I'm like, I don't want to walk 2 minutes, you know, outside just to go to the gym. That's how unmotivating it is for me. Honestly, that could be anything for anyone. It could be how you can eat better or like gym wise, it could be Pilates, it could be yoga, it could be, I don't know. Whatever health and wellness is for you. I used to be so bad with spending money on boba. I know this is a joke, an actual literal joke, but for me, I would have boba 4 times a week. Now I have boba maybe 1 time a week. Yeah, 1 time a week. And I'm gonna keep it that way only because boba nowadays is like $8.50 without tip. What? I remember it was $3 back when I was in high school. That's like almost a decade from now. I literally like to go over and like highlight everything only because it makes things stand out. I'm not the type of person to decorate every single little like paragraph. I am not an artist in terms of like drawing and creating a bunch of stickers and stuff. This is what it looks like. Honestly, like I said, it doesn't even have to be super freaking pretty. Do the basics as to like, okay, you wrote everything down and like now you can go and check on this page like throughout the month. This is what you need to keep yourself on track. Now you're probably wondering what's next. This is where I do a to-do list for my work because once I start working, I put myself on D&D and I make sure to finish this before I like hang out with friends or like do whatever to relax. I have to do this before I sleep. Okay, I can like take breaks because I feel like I have ADHD. I'm not even kidding. Like I cannot sit and focus for more than 30 minutes. Unfortunately, a little cute, it's not even a sticky note. It's just like a piece of paper. But I write my to-do list on here and I always put it next to my computer stand so it's like visible, you know? Like I wish this was sticky note, but it's not sticky note. Some to-do list for me, I have to make sure that I am finishing laundry because once it dries, I have to fold everything. I have to put everything back. If I don't have anywhere to sleep because I'm literally washing and drying the entire bed set, rushing, trying to edit all the short form videos that I have, respond to the rest of my emails. There's some that I have to like sign contracts, some that I have to like send screenshots and just whatever of, and I just like cannot do that all organized like on the iPhone. I only have 3 things to do. Actually, that's a pretty good list, not gonna lie. Okay, like I said, this is what it looks like for me. It could be very simple and it's like a really cute sticky note. So I always leave it here. It's always visible for me whenever I'm working, whenever I'm passing by, if I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm always looking over here to make sure that the space is like clean anyways. And then end of the night, I just usually cross it off. Guys, so I just changed into my loungewear pajamas or whatever for the nighttime. Sir, now it's time to do a skincare mask. I haven't done a face mask in such a long time, so what I usually do, I wash my entire face, like a whole gentle cleansing routine. Before I moisturize and do everything like that, I have this like Bondi Sands face mask that I'm running really low on. I've had this for about, I want to say about like a year and a half. They use blue spirulina extract, so apparently it's supposed to be really good for your skin. Bottom line is that this is not expensive and it is great. I have usually dry, sensitive, eczema prone skin, so that says it all, okay? Angelica approved.
Cozy.